Alright friends, I was mucking around on my mage last night in an OPR, taking it easy, and this happened. And it actually turns out that it ended up being the 19th highest damage OPR so far since I had the leaderboards up. What's more surprising is my gear score was only 610, so I thought, okay, maybe I should consider getting the old mage build decked out in terms of gear score, because I've heard through the grapevine that even if you increase, like, the overall damage is determined by the overall gear score, not necessarily just by your weapons. I was always assumed, like, as long as my weapons are at 625, I'm all good, because, you know, I'm a mage, I'm squishy anyway, but no, apparently damage does keep going up with increasing gear score, and so my gear score was 610. Anyway, I'm surprised I did this well in this. I was pretty just like, it was the first time on my mage, so I was just kind of having fun and chilling out. I wasn't really trying to do a lot of damage, so I was a little bit surprised. But it seems like today I woke up and did another OPR, and then I did another 1.3 million on my first go, so don't know what's going on. But I will be focusing on mage, because you guys all asked for it in the latest poll that I did. I have talked to my guild, and they're all good with me going back to mage, so it's all planned, and then I'll start doing the Iron Man on the mage as well. As I've said multiple times, mage is generally the thing that I always play anyway on other MMOs, and then there's a couple of, that Dark and Darker came out, and I wanted to play mage, and you know, when I play Elden Ring I go mage, so I was like, you know, I'm just a mage at heart, so it's time to just start focusing on that. So here we are. I thought I'd show the OPR where I do the 1.5 million damage. And I didn't really feel like I was stat padding that much, because I run off and try to get into these little fights with people. And so, yeah, actually kind of surprised that I did 1.5 million damage, to be honest. But it is what it is. So I thought I'd show that OPR, because it's actually a pretty close one. Look at the score right now. It's 462 and 461. They're trying to push in the door. We're trying to stop them. I'm just trying, someone's fixing the door, and I'm just trying to lay as much pressure onto these guys as possible, and just making it really uncomfortable for them to be on the door, so they're not hitting that. Now, there's some healers down there. The main one I'm trying to kill is Bird Turgler, I think their name is. They are a really, really good healer, and they're always got a 5-man with them, so the minute you start trying to attack them, you're guaranteed that one of those guys will jump on you pretty much straight away, because they're obviously in comms. But hey, the only way to bring this group down is by taking them down. So I try not to do anything stupid. I don't just jump down and start attacking them. I wait for them to be exposed, and then I try to put some damage into them when I can. But at the moment, I'm just trying to put as much damage into the group as possible, so we keep these doors fixed, because at the moment, the points are ticking in our favor, and they're just kind of being caught up at the door. But you can see, I can see where Bird Turgler is, so I am just trying to make sure that even though they're sticking in with their group and being protected, I'm trying to make sure that when I am firing, I'm firing on them. But alas, the other thing I'm noticing too is, like, my AoEs don't seem to be hitting as hard as they normally are either, so I don't know what's going on. But so they finally break through the door. And so it's pretty GG at this, pretty much GG's at this stage. Like, we've lost the node, and I could suddenly realize at this point, oh crap, I don't have my mana potions on me, because I was playing my bruiser and a war, and so yeah, I was like, oh man, really needed that mana, so I just go into a tomb to get my mana back. But I normally wouldn't have the gemstone dust on. I'd usually have, like, the mana potions, because I've got the jewelry that gives me back health. So it's definitely time to go now, because I was the only person standing up there. And so now I'm just going to try to reposition myself, so I can get some kills on people. So this is kind of what I mean. I don't rush. Normally I would rush back and find my group, but right now I'm like, you know what? I'll just keep attacking and keep the pressure on this door, and see if I can kite these guys out for as long as I can. Because if I can kite them out for as long as I can and keep them on me, that means they're not trying to get the other door. You know, they're not trying to go for sun. So if I can sort of try to split the group up a little bit. So I've got this guy on me. You'll see that I'm new to mage, so I run myself out of stamina one too many times in this video. So, but I'm just trying to get some space between me, and what I'm trying to do is do what the mage does best, and that's, like, slowly be wearing them down with damage, whilst I'm running away, but they have like 5 people that all come and jump on me, but you know, that's 5 people that are not running to mid right now, so far so good. Alright, so while I was gone, I've come back down to Star because we're losing Moon, but we managed to get Moon and Sun. This little sneaky little sword and shield, but let's just call them assassins because that's basically what they are, tries to jump on me. I was sort of hoping he would try to keep attacking me because I wanted to get little... Oh, and there he goes. So here you go, trying to create line of sight, and I'm trying to create situations where they're just running through my damage. I've got an ice spike down there, and just trying to get damage on them. Just trying to wear them down so that I can then do big hits on them once I get them down. But I run myself out of stamina there, which is kind of newbie. I haven't played Mage in a while, so I'm kind of making dumb mistakes. I just needed a bit of reprieve. I get my stamina back up and the ice block, charge right through them. And then I get behind the tree again. I'm getting a little bit, so I'm just trying to get my health back, but also just trying to get some damage off them. I think they're going to run around here, so I try to throw a fireball on them, but he actually manages to catch me in a stun. So here I'm in a little bit of trouble. So I managed to get a heal off, but there's just too many of them stunning me. So I dodged back, and yeah, don't manage to kill any. However, once again, that's 5 people out of the fight right while they're chasing on me. Sort of see the potential that they have. That the Mage has for those 1vx's, which I'm wanting to do. I'm actually I don't know, I feel like I'm feeling really strong on the Mage right now. I feel like that ulti that I'm running, the one that gives you CC immunity, has really helped me because with Mage, it pops up almost all the time. Like, I get it almost all the time, and it's always there for me to just, like, if anyone jumps on me, I just pop that and I'm off. So I found that really helps. So I'm trying to hit that bird kegler. There's just no way I'm going to kill them. Like, they're a good healer, and me just throwing light attack fireballs at them isn't going to hurt them. But I'm just trying to keep pressure on them because if they have to heal themselves occasionally, that means they're not healing their teammates. And I'm just kind of hoping that at some point someone's going to go and start putting a lot of pressure on their teammates, and we get a free kill. But that's not what happens. They just run back to where their healer is. So I run around to the other side of the building, and old Bob the Builder gets on that door like bloody... They've got a new TV program coming out, so I'm just like, nah, god damn it. So I put little Monty Python down to hit the door, but to no avail. I just stand there forever trying to shoot the door. But again, you see, I'm not really fighting the group right now, like I'm just hitting the door. But anyway, I see them all slowly coming down again, so I'm like, alright, it's time to see if I can kite these guys again. Again, I'm just trying to keep them a little bit occupied. To be honest, I was just trying to get used to playing Mage again. So I do a nice little block there. So that doesn't... But then I run myself out of stam. Get a nice fireball on them. But yeah, just get caught up. But yeah, basically I was trying to get these fights because I just wanted to get warmed up on the Mage. I haven't played the Mage for a while. But as you can see, I'm definitely not trying to stat pad here. I mean, I'm all for stat padding, by the way. I don't mind. I think if you put a lot of damage into a group, that's damage that needs to be healed at some point, right? So if it makes them use a potion or whatever, like, I'm down. But in this one, I really was just trying to get little 1vx's so I can get myself used to fighting. Okay, so here we see the bird turgler and they're all trapped, they're all alone. So this is where I'm going to try to kill them off. Because if we kill them, their whole team goes. Well, actually, I don't even need to kill them off. If they're going to run away, then that's a win for me. But I definitely want to put pressure on them. I managed to slow down their team. I don't know if that's in their team. I think it is, though, because they were always around together. So I'm just trying to kill them off. So we managed to finish them off. That was by accident. I wasn't trying to troll them. I honestly wasn't. I just pressed the wrong button, and it looks like I was trolling them, even though I wasn't. So now, with old Bird Turgler running away, it's time to come and try to blow up their teammates. Oh, they haven't run away. They're right around the left corner, so they've managed to find their teammates. So at the moment, I'm just trying to find the opportunity where I can get on them and put pressure on them. And that's where I see them, so I can see them there now. So I just flamethrower them, and there we go. Managed to kill them off, and now look at this. Their teammates are just going to fold. See, dink one. They just die. Because now their healer's gone. There's a second dink. So you take down their good healer, and the whole backbone of their team falls apart, and it's just game over for them. There's the third one down. I know some people have complained about me using flamethrower, but it's so effective, so I'm not going to not use it, because every other class is cheesy. I mean, you're going to tell me musket isn't cheesy, or like hatchet, blimmin', well, anything hatchet. Hatchet, what's the hatchet, sword and board and all that? They've all got their own cheesy nature to them, like Defy Death, so if I want to use bloody Flamethrower, I will. And the other thing too, which Flamethrower is really good at, is killing healers and putting pressure on them, so that is literally what I use it for. Like you can see right here, look at this. Burn, 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 bye. It's just, Flamethrower is a very good healer killer. And it doesn't necessarily have to kill them, but it just puts so much pressure on them. They have to back up, they have to heal themselves, and then that's enough time for them not to be healing their teammates, and then you can kill them. So I'm all about the Flamethrower. And I will be using it until the day it gets nerfed. So here I'm trying to put a big ice storm right on that clump there, and then I'm coming in. The reason I'm being really aggressive here is because I've still got that ulti that I can use to get myself out of trouble. So I'm sort of pushing in there. I'd use an ice team to get away, so I don't actually even have to use my ulti, and then I just back up a little bit. So yeah, I play really aggressive, and then when I'm out of escapes, that's when you'll see me go a little bit more like elusive and keeping my distance. There also weren't too many ranged in here, so you know, I could be quite aggressive and push in. But they've definitely broken our backs now, and they're kind of sort of pushing out. So just trying to put some damage into them. What I'm trying to do here is break them up because they're really clumped, which means that they've got momentum and they're just going to be a really strong team. So I'm trying to get behind them and just putting some damage into them to like break their group up so that half their group goes and fights our team and the other half sort of focuses on me, and then hopefully their half gets wiped. So that's what I'm trying to do. There they are. There's the little enemy. So I'm just trying to get on them, make their life just that little more difficult. I'm sure the next time I go out and they're in an OPR now, I'm probably going to get hunted down by 5 of their team. But listen, don't take it personally. You're a good healer. And I know that you need to die in order for us to secure the fight. So I'm trying to stay on them. This ends up being a while, so you'll see I'll get on them and then their team members will come to defend them. So I have to back up and just keep trying. So this guy's definitely trying to get me to an oblivion, but I managed to get out. So just trying to keep the pressure on them. See, all of a sudden I've got someone on me straight away. So it's a bit hard. It's a bit of cat and mouse here. They do a good job actually because they run into their group and place the heal, so it's actually really hard for anyone to hit them. But that's okay. I don't mind flamethrowing the whole group. That's what I've got. I've got AoEs, right? So hopefully they were complaining about me as much as I'm like getting frustrated that they're not dying. So it's just back and forth, getting the damage in there, and just trying to get that healer down. So making it uncomfortable for them to stand there. So here comes their team member to defend them. Can't tell me they're not in comms. See, there's the scream. Doing the same kind of pattern. Back in again. Okay, Bird Turgler, round 2. Let's go. Can't fucking kill you, but hopefully I'm making your heals suck that a little bit more. Just flamethrower. Just being very aware of anyone trying to stun me. So we actually managed to lock them in. So it's like 9:30, 9:50 right now, and so now it should be like we should get the win. There's Bird Checker again. This time I get him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. And then once again, look at them just fold. They just fall apart. Oh my god, I did it twice. I wonder why. I don't think I was trolling them. I definitely wasn't intending to. Oh my god, I must look like the biggest troll right now. Yikes. Anyway, we come back to base. Want to try to rub salt in their wounds by triple capping them. We've definitely won the game at this point. So, and then we've got... Oh, what is with these people that keep pulling the blimmin' doors? It's so annoying. Look at this. Dude. Just let us get the triple cap. Okay? That's all we want. We just want to cap it 3 times. You're stopping it from happening. There we go. Doors down. Let's get it, boys. Triple cap them. Salt in the wounds time. Hit. And that's pretty much the OPR. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you with the Iron Man shortly.